Hello from the land of TV. This is King Cool. And welcome to the Toast Reviews. And why would we want to toast something on an extremely hot day like this? Well, it's because it's the first in the newest theme month. For August, we are going to be doing 90s comic book movies month. Because we all start to think back, it's like, well, if it wasn't for Batman Begins, who knows where we'd be? If it wasn't for Iron Man, if it wasn't for Spider-Man, if it wasn't for X-Men. It's like, well, let's go further back than X-Men. Let's start looking at the comic book movies of the 90s and see how we got to where we get to now. As I'm recording this right now, it is before The Dark Knight Rises premieres. You see now how far ahead of these sometimes I shoot these. Which I'm certain will be at least decent, if not incredibly awesome. But that is all left to be foreseen. But today, we are toasting bread. Just regular old bread. And here we go. Oh wait, hang on, I didn't even talk about the movie I was going to say. Hang on. Wow, it's hot. Don't blame me. The movie we're starting with is Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. Here we go. Alright. Now, the Batman cartoon has a lot of people who love it, and I don't think I actually sat and watched a whole lot of it. I remember playing the SNES game at my friend's house, but I'm not super duper familiar with it, to be totally honest. This one has is sort of a two stories. It's a story about Batman and this new villain who is actually rubbing out members of an organized crime family, you know, who have done this something wrong that people actually suspect is Batman when they don't see him close enough. I don't think it's deliberately framing Batman or not. And a parallel story about right when, after Bruce Wayne had lost his parents, and after Bruce Wayne had gone through all his training and wanted to become a crime fighter, but just barely missed, you know, he just had this one relationship, which really could have worked out, and he was like, hey, maybe I can be just a regular old, you know, billionaire tycoon with a wife. And this is sort of interesting. I don't know how much it flies in the face of canon or not. So these two stories start to, you know, obviously this relationship starts. It doesn't quite work out before, you know, anything can really happen, and he decides, yeah, okay, I am going to become Batman. But then about 40 minutes into this, where, you know, we have the antagonist, the Phantasm. Then after about 40 minutes, all of a sudden the Joker shows up. And I'm sort of like, okay, as much as some of the stuff after this is actually really effective, and in fact there's one chase scene where Batman has to sort of run away without his mask or cape on, and I'm like, well, this is something you don't see him do every day. Especially because this time the police aren't on his side because they think he's killing people. But so as much as some of the stuff in the last act really works, I can't help but wonder if they put the Joker in a purely conciliatory fashion. Hang on. Where's my thingy? Maybe I can go a little longer. If it's just like, okay, well, we know what you guys like. Everyone likes the Joker, so let's put the Joker in it. And it's interesting to hear clips of Mark Hamill playing the Joker when it first started way back in the 90s. Well, now he's been playing the part for almost 20 years now. And just recently my brother got Batman Arkham City on a Steam sale. And it's funny to hear him. And I think I actually like him a little older playing the Joker, as I think as it sort of has maybe grown in his mind, or maybe just being older. I think it makes for a more interesting character of the Joker. I'm getting a little sidetracked here, but I still have jelly to put on, so that's not too bad. So, and I'm sort of like, okay, it's not that the Joker is not necessary to the plot. I'm not going to quite say that. But didn't they do a Mr. Freeze movie at one point? And did they stick the joke? Ah, did you guys hear that? I scraped the thing against the glass. I apologize. Why am I using a knife I gotta get a spoon is what I gotta do. It's hot. I told y'all. spoon. Another superhero says that. No. Get on my toast. So it's, even the thing that they do, like, I mean, do I even need to tell you that the Joker lives at a disused sort of theme park, sort of Disneyland sort of thing, with lots of stuff suspiciously operational after however many years? It's only been like 10 years, I think. There's even one thing, I don't even want to bring it up, but I'm gonna guess, you know, the Phantasm isn't Robin, okay? The Phantasm isn't Mr. Freeze, okay? On the other hand, I don't really want to be too hard on it, because it is still reasonably good, and it is a, you know, it's a cartoon that's at least trying to do something meaningful with a guy who dresses like a bat. So, yeah, if you love everything Batman and you forgot about this, I would actually check this out. Alrighty, well, that's it for this week. You'll see what else we got coming up on 90s comic book movie month next time. And if you have a theme you want to suggest it. If you have a movie you want me to watch, you can suggest it and I might try to fit a theme around it. One of my buddies is trying to get me to watch Eric the Viking, but I haven't quite figured out a theme for that one yet. But we will see. At any rate, thank you all for watching. This is King Cool. Drive home safe.